Do you need a? An intro? Do you need a la 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 la? Do you need a range?
Go for
you
it.
a range check? Are we going? Are we live?
I mean, we're live, but yeah.
A la 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 la.
It's pretty
Good on-
rangy. That's pretty
good on the soundboard?
Yeah, it was good.
Good on the
That was
soundboard?
very rangy.
Yeah.
Welcome back, everybody.
Hi. Fuck. About how my day's going. How about you?
Yeah. I'm trying not to die via heat out here in Sacramento. Is it hot?
I don't want to fucking hear it. How hot is it there?
Let's see. Current temperature is 100 degrees.
Yeah, it's 111.
That's awful. I can't see that. Yeah. 111?
Yeah.
What?
111.
In Reading?
Yeah. Yeah, no. This is the normal. It'll be fucking 93 degrees at 10 o'clock at night.
Yeah, no, fuck that noise.
We've officially hit like the summer months. And it's not just like, it's not 111. It's like a stagnant 111.
Yo.
There's not any fucking wind that blows. It's just like when you move, you are actively pushing through heat.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
It's funny how like that old saying, like you could cut it with a knife, type of thing. But it's like once you're in that heat, you can literally feel it. It's like going to visit my dad in Hawaii. When you get out there, like the humidity is so thick, you can literally like pull your hand through the air and feel the moisture, and it's like, oh, so gross.
Like I cannot fucking do humidity.
No, not even a little bit. I can barely do heat, let alone humidity. My father's like, you acclimate to it. I'm like, no, you don't acclimate. You just stop bitching about it. Is all it is.
Somebody said that to me about Reading. They're like, oh, you just gotta acclimate to it. I was like, okay, how do you acclimate? They're like, you just sit out like on the porch or something for a couple weeks, and you just get used to it. I was like, oh, I just submit myself to 2 weeks of torture. Nah.
Yeah.
I'd rather deal with it in spurts and still fucking hate it.
Well, that's what people said about that when we moved out of the Bay. It was like we came up to Sac, and our first summer in Sac, I was like, oh, what the shit is this? Like, how do you guys live? And they're like, oh, you get used to it. Okay. I've been in Sac for what now? 8 years? 9 years? No. I still go outside in the heat, and the first thing I say, and it's involuntary. I don't even try. I just walk outside and go, oh, what the fuck? Every day. My neighbor across the street, he's like, I know it's warm. I'm like, God damn it.
Well, Sacramento, I think like the worst part of Sacramento, or just like any city, is when it's hot, the ground, it's just cement, asphalt, pavement. It all just soaks up the heat and then pushes it back at you in another direction.
Yeah.
Like 92 in a field or 92 on grass feels a lot different than 92.
Yeah.
Outside on a street, especially if you're in traffic.
Oh my God.
And like cars coming up, you have your windows down, like all the like the exhaust and everything around you, just fucking.
Yep. Yeah. Or it's also one of those things too. It's like 110 in the desert, as though it is hot. All of a sudden, when night falls, it's gone. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like it's fucking cold in the desert. It goes from 110 to like 60. You know what I mean? Like when the sun drops. For whatever.
Fucking Vegas.
Yeah, it's exactly
you're
right.
Heat stroking in the daytime and you're fucking freezing at night.
Hypothermia, just dying at night.
Yeah.
That's why all the alcohol's there. It just kind of keeps your body going. But you're right, man. In the city, it's like all the asphalt just retains so much of that fucking heat.
Wisconsin, baby!
Woo! Who the fuck was that? Oh, Vegas is wild, man. Let's do it again.
Rylix is there. Got a crew down there. Yeah.
You think
I'm going out to TwitchCon with them October, and
thanks for the invite.
Open invite. Come on, motherfucker.
How much
tickets? But tickets to TwitchCon, I think you're like 110. Awesome. The rest of the weekend's the expensive part. It's the flying there. It's the renting a place in San Diego during TwitchCon when everything is being rented up.
Oh, I'm on the wrong website. I was like, this is way much more than I was thinking. It's because it's TwitchCon Amsterdam.
Oh yeah, no.
There's one in like 100. There's one in San Diego in October.
Yeah,
that's the one you're going to.
Yeah.
Oh.
And flying into Vegas, and getting in the car with Rye and Jager, and then driving the 4 hours to San Diego with them. But he's like, you know, we should take you out to some bars around here. And I was like, dude, I promise you, like you'll meet Drunk Brad the very next day. I don't need to fly into Vegas and be hungover for 5 hours driving to go sit in a convention center.
Fuck that. I just fly down to San Diego. I'll just tell Chris and Jazz I'm coming down, and I just need a spot in their house. And then we'll
just give me a supply closet.
Yeah.
I don't need much.
They live on like Pebble Beach or whatever, or like 5 minutes from Pebble Beach. Yeah.
Wow.
He's like, yeah, I got an apartment. He's like, or it's like a condo apartment type of thing or whatever they are. He pays like $1,300 a month for being literally 5 minutes from the beach, because I guess the apartment he has, he was telling me this. I it's all a little fuzzy because I was a little drunk when we were explaining it. But when he moved down to San Diego, there was a room for rent thing or whatever, and the chick who rents it out to him is some like military chick who basically builds like nuclear fission devices or some shit like that, who lives in like New York. And so Chris is just always paid on time or whatever, and like she's got buku money. She's like a teacher or something, does all this stuff, and like a mechanical engineer of some sort. And because of that, he just has a good relationship. She just never raises his rent, and so he basically has like a 2-bedroom apartment 5 minutes from the beach for nothing. And like
that is unheard. That is
that's gross.
That's a great, like, that's like rent here in Redding. There's no beach in Redding. I just told you about the heat situation. Homeless people attack people with machetes all the fucking time. And that's a steal in Redding. Let alone fucking beautiful San Diego.
Well, that's what, when he came up here, I sent him the weather. I was like, dude, you need to be prepared. It's like about 100 this weekend. It was like 106 or 108 or something like that. When he came up for that Saturday, and he's like, what the fuck? He's like, every day the hottest it gets is like 75 degrees. Like, yeah,
it's fucking disgusting.
Yeah, fucking.
It's beautiful. It's sunny. The weather's great. Go fuck yourself, San Diego.
Yeah. But I mean, like, I talk about steel. So like, we have this place, right? And this is a relatively good place. It's like what, 1,500 square feet, something like that.
Oh, I thought you were gonna say 1,500 a month. I was like, Jesus.
It is. Yeah, I pay 1,600 a month.
That's really fucking good too.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
It's also one of those things. So like, when we got in, when we got in, you know, this place is old. It had a new roof put on it a few years back. It still has like single pane windows and shit like that. You know, it's like, but we make do. We just have everything insulated, and it's not really a big deal. But we rented, and we were, you know, because we're in property management, or was in property management at the time. It was like, we wanted to always be on a lease, because we didn't want to go month to month to have them be like, hey, you know, we don't want to fucking renew with you guys. But we came to find out, so the owner of this house is some guy who's in an LLC. So the house just got put in to like a portfolio and is just lost in the backlog. So our property manager was like, don't fucking say anything. They'll never raise your rent. It's been like 3 years. We haven't had our rent raised. I mean, and knock on wood, but like,
yeah.
Okay. And we kept telling them, we're like, because we've had this conversation with the property management, like, if they decide to raise the rent, don't fucking kick us out. Like, talk to us, because we'd be willing to stay. And they're like, yeah, if it ever comes up.
Fucking.
Like, every year, they're supposed to, in our contract originally, it says like every year they have to do house inspections or whatever to make sure that like we're not, you know, cooking crack in the bathroom or whatever. 2 years in a row, they've been like, oh, we just totally forgot about you. Is it okay if we come by? It's like, do you want to? It's like, well, can you just send us pictures? Snap pictures of the house, send to them. Like, all right. Yeah. You know,
it's the same exact pic. Just to test them, you have like the first picture was like with a newspaper with like the date clearly read on it. And you've just sent that 3 years in a row. And they're like, looks great.
Yeah, exactly. It's like, all right, man, whatever. don't rock the boat. That's what I kind of get. Like, is it a steal? Absolutely. For where we're at, like the house, corner lot, it's really nice.
With our luck in life, our first random subscriber, our first person who's just flipping through
owner.
YouTube.
He's like,
in LLC lost in the backlog. Deborah, long shot, but can you just look for? I mean, that's about our luck.
Yeah. And just tell them, all right, well, you got to raise the rent now. You have to, get on with the Patreon and the OnlyFans because I got to pay you fucking rent. Oh, fucking man. Fuck. So, how's it been since last Wednesday? You've got a whole 2 days since the podcast, a weekend, and 2 more days.
Been rough. I didn't get COVID yet, but I have another test that we can. Let's do it. And
this will be our podcast thing. We'll just shove things.
This week's a fun one. We're in Mexico. I've been just fucking tired, exhausted. Maybe it is COVID. Who knows? I'm just fucking dying. Could be work. Could be I don't get enough sleep. Could be dietary. Like, I could probably do better on my diet.
I keep telling my doctor the same thing. He's like, well, you could lose some weight. It's like, yeah, I probably could.
Yeah, you can go fuck yourself. What you can do. Fucking get your ass kicked saying some shit like that to me. Motherfucker. Yeah. My dryer shrinks my clothes. Yeah, I've been... You know what? I do have a theory. That fucking game that I was like, this is fun, and we were playing it drunk, and it was cool, and now we've played it a little bit, and all of my resources are all the way fucking down, and I'm going in with pistols, and last night I rage quit a little bit.
Yeah, you did.
I was like I had to go to bed, like I was tired, and like I was like, dude, I need to be in bed by like 12, and it was like 12:30, but after that one fucking, and I was pissed that I killed you. I was just like a multitude of things. I was all, I'm out. And then like I was all, I'm tired anyways, and like the way I said, I was all, didn't sound like you were tired. I was like, I am.
I'm tired. I'm gonna go to bed. All right, night. Well, and like I wasn't trying to be like super like off-putting about it. I was just in the middle. You guys both fucking died. So basically, you guys left. You both left me, right? I'm like, fuck. And like we're at extract, and I'm like, fuck. Okay, how do I get out of this situation? So, and they're fucking running around. They were looking for me. And I'm like, I can't fight. I think there was 3 of them. I was like, fuck. And I knew they were downstairs trying to do the loot room thing. So I called in evac, and I heard them all of them run up. I'm like, okay. So I sat and I crouched. They're running around looking for me. Couldn't find it. Took off. Called evac again. Well, I had picked up audio grenades. And so I fucking hucked a bunch of audio grenades on the other side of the wall away from evac. And so when they go off, they sound like fighting. So I sent 3 grenades off, so it sounded like people were shooting at one another, and I sent them off at different times. And then I called an evac. So as evac's coming down, I threw the grenades. People are shooting. I heard them leave the loot room and run that direction, and I was able to escape. It was dope. I was like, oh man, I felt fucking so good about that. And it was just like, but it was also like 15
I think you
minutes.
threw the grenades immediately next to me.
No. This was after everybody left. You and Sean were already gone.
Oh. Because, I mean, I saw, I was up against a wall kind of in a nook with that stupid fucking pistol, just, and I could see like, just like little glimpses of like their head running through the grass. And then Sean's like just a little bit to my left. And like, I see shooting, and they're getting closer, and I can almost, and as soon as I can see their silhouette, I get like 3 hits on one guy. He kind of disappears. I see another guy pop up, and then I go to shoot. And as I shoot that guy, that fucking jungle monster comes up, and I'm like, what the fuck? And then it's just like, I'm like, ah! At that point, I'm just fucking firing, like, where's the evac? Like, I'm trying to like look left real quick, see like where I need to run. And I don't know how they're on either side of the fucking monster. The monster's right in the middle of him, and the monster's running at me, ignoring these 2 fucking guys who are all shooting at me. And then I just get absolutely butt fucked.
Oh, that was the time we evac'd beforehand. I'm talking about the one where we raged out at the end of the night. when we were at the fucking middle. The one with the giant monster that was wild because that's how I got out with the fucking Manicore. Yeah. And then
the Manicore.
Somebody lost that one.
Let me get that COVID test real quick.
We need a like a commercial, like right here. Raid Shadow Legends.
Raid Shadow Legends. Have you been sent home for 3 to 5 days pending your COVID results? Get online and play with your friends. Raid Shadow Legends.
Have you played Raid Shadow Legends at all?
Yes, I have. We play it all the time. Use code You've Already Peaked for 10% more loot. You motherfuckers owe us $12 now. No, I've never played Raid Shadow Legends.
I did. I played it when it first came out. Because I get it. I understand why the hype's about. It's just a fucking...
We're going for a potential sponsor, so I think it's a great game.
No, I understand why people fucking hate it, because it's literally in your face all the fucking time. But like, if you're just looking for like a auto clicker, basically, no, not even an auto clicker, but just like an auto battler or something, you just like kind of mesh a bunch of things together and just no brain play it. It's fine. It's fine. We did that same thing with God, me and Cliff played another one. It was like Hero something or other. We played the fuck out of it just because it's so much fun to just like try and get the same things and like level them up and then try and see how high you can get. And we were competing against one another. It's fine. You know, mobile games are just not me. I just cannot get, unless it's like Candy Crush or something stupid like that. Like I have like Sudoku on my phone and like crossword puzzles and stuff like that. Like there's nothing really on my phone.
Mobile games I have.
Balloons TD6. That is on my phone. I play the fuck out of Balloons. And Postmates.
I have lots of Postmates. It's not a game.
It is.
Unless you're drunk and hungry enough.
Yes, exactly.
Where am I going to win?
All right, baby, let's go. See who gets here first.
Fucking mobile games will capture my attention for a whole day, maybe. And you got it solid for a day. Like, you will have me playing, grinding. But as soon as I'm like, all right, well, I got to go to bed. Like, when I wake up, I forget completely about it. Like, they just don't hold me.
So what's going to change? What's the difference between a mobile game and like something like the Steam Deck? Because the idea behind
the quality of the titles, quality of the graphics, it not all being just like a fucking
Diablo Immortals fucking on the phone.
Don't get me
okay, all right.
started.
But is it the because I have the same thing when I play mobile games. My mobile games are quick, easy things that I could do while I'm taking a shit. Or like I'm watching TV with Audrey and she's watching some fucking How to Kill Your Husband documentary. And I'm just like in the background, just like, all right, yeah, I'll hang out with my wife. She's taking notes, you know, things like that.
It's like the TV. He ignored her for his cell phone over 10 hours a day. And she's like looking over at you and you're just...
She's got a wet blade out. Just
yeah. And you're just oblivious to it all.
But is it the thing that because it's like the screen's in your hand, you playing it on a phone or like something smaller? We were talking about, especially when we were talking about the Star Citizen, flight stick and things like that. You're such a weirdo with this. I don't understand why you cough and wiggle. You're such a baby.
Oh, this eye is completely like water. This one sees perfectly.
It's that right there, though. I do not have that problem.
What? You see, like the tear coming down my fucking
yeah. But anyway,
the difference I would say is because I mean, I'll play a fucking Game Boy. Give me a Game Boy fucking Color. I'll play that. it's just like the design of mobile games are never. It's like they're there for like ad sales and revenue and shit like that. Where something that's like an actual title that's not fucking sending you ads all the time that you're having to click out of, that you're not having to fucking. Well, nowadays you have to, but like the microtransactions and shit like that. Like,
Sure.
like if you give me like the Switch over there, like I'll play Witcher and stuff like that.
Right.
And if there was stuff that was more, and I think I like actually having buttons to push.
Okay.
And joysticks to move.
Okay.
I don't like the controls being on screen and it taking up real estate, but it's like it's trying to like integrate in its own special way that makes you feel like it's not so much, you know?
So if you bought one of those things that attaches to your phone to become like controller based, would that change your perspective on it? Because I don't think it would.
Maybe.
For me. I think it's a stigma. I think
But
it's like
it just goes back to the same thing though. Like if you're giving me like just a game and just content and you're not giving me ads because it's linked up to like my Facebook profile and it knows that I search for fucking penis enlargement pills 20 times a day.
Right.
Like if you could take all that away and give me like a decent storyline or something like that, like I'm probably okay with it.
Because Diablo 2, the remastered version went on mobile. I'm almost positive.
D2R?
I'm almost positive. So. No? I think it's something else.
Because I went
I know it was on
balls deep into that.
I know it was on Switch. No, it's not. There is something like it, though. Okay. I don't know, man. I wish mobile gaming... I think you're right. The ad revenue stuff, the fact that it's all just like weird, like it's so weird how it's designed to either make you pay or make you wait, right? And the only reason it makes you wait is so you end up paying, type of thing, where it's like, oh, you only have 50 energy to spend on this game. You've spent your 50 energy. Wait 12 hours for 2 energy, you know, type of thing. It's that type of shit that's like, fuck, man. And that's what like loses my attention immediately. Is like, if I have to wait to play a game, I'm done with it. You know what I mean? I just turn it off and
I'll download another one.
Yeah, exactly. Audrey's got
There's 100 like you.
And that's the thing. Audrey's got like fucking 5 different games on her phone that she plays because and like she says, she's like, it's a good time waster when I'm watching TV or stuff like that. I can just dick off on my phone. And so like I get through one game and then I run out of my energy or whatever it comes out to. And then I just swap to the next one, play through that, run out of my energy, swap to the next one, blah, blah, blah. And so it's like, okay, it keeps her entertained. There's multiple games to play. So I don't know, man. I wish mobile gaming was back like when Sony did like what was that phone called? That had like the fucking actual joysticks and everything on it, and there was like a small catalog of
the like the Sony Ericssons.
Yeah,
that was like the cross between like the PS Vita and the
yeah. God,
did you see that?
Yeah, I saw it.
It's fucking huge.
Okay, it looked
that's the
massive.
Other fun thing about fucking Reading, especially when the heat comes out. Every time you open your door, there's flies just like...
Yeah, dude.
There's flies that just like line your door because that's like where the AC is. So they collect there to try to get away from the fucking heat. So you open it and they get in your fucking house.
Hey, look, you can move.
Dude!
You can move out of there at any point in time.
Yeah, but...
No buts. Money is just a materialistic item, man. You don't need it.
Fuck off, but I want to make more of it. You're right. Taco Bell, here I come.
Let's go.
Fucking.
Although, did you hear? I don't know if it's still the case nowadays, but franchisee McDonald's managers or Taco Bell, I think it was McDonald's managers, make like close to $100,000 a year. Like store managers, like general managers for like McDonald's. $100,000 a year.
I feel like they should get paid more, honestly. Can you imagine having to wrangle that many fucking McDonald's employees?
God, yeah. How about the customers?
Yeah. Just fucking yeah. The shit they probably have to put up with. God damn.
I couldn't do it, dude. I couldn't.
Yeah.
I did Mad City Pizza, and I did. It's pretty much. I think that was the only food industry thing I was in.
Mad City Pizza, the one that got robbed?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Who do you think robbed it? No.
I know the guy that robbed it. His brother is like the nicest Christian guy in the world.
Yeah?
He fucking managed the Quiznos by fucking Jamba Juice over by GameStop.
There you go.
And his brother was the fucking crackhead who fucking... And it gets even better. There's even another layer to it. But his brother's the one who like ran in there and fucking robbed the place at gunpoint because he wanted money. And then years later, I met the 14-year-old girl that he talked into driving. He was like 22 at the time. And he talked this 14-year-old girl into being the getaway driver for it. Then she went and then like she came into the bar or whatever. And like she was like talking. She's like, yeah, blah, blah, blah. She's like, I got in some trouble when I was younger. A boyfriend of mine, he convinced me to drive a car. We robbed Mad City Pizza. I was like, holy fuck, that was you? Fucking wild. It's a down-ass bitch, though.
Yeah, it is.
It's also statutory rape, but if she was of age, that's a down-ass bitch.
Placerville is such a shithole. It's such a shithole. I feel bad for
just
anybody.
Getting better and better.
Oh my god. Every time I drive through it, I'm just like, oh. Like we were coming up for Mom's thing, I was just like, I fucking want to get out of here instantly. Like and then like seeing what they built. There's a fucking Target where Kmart used to be.
Is there?
Yeah. Did you not see? Oh, I don't. It all depends on how you come.
I always go the back road.
Yeah, if you come up 50 and you take off like you're going to Diamond Springs, where Kmart used to be, there's now a fucking Target right there.
Weird.
Yeah.
I don't ever see Placerville being a Target town. Target's like reviewing the application. Not our demographic. We have one in El Dorado Hills. We don't need this.
Well, I wonder like, well, maybe because I think it was just getting to the point where like the bougie ass people like out in fucking Grizzly Flats area are just like, we're sick of shopping at Walmart. You know, like it's probably what it was. The people that own all the fucking farms and the wineries are just like, okay, give us a goddamn Target or Kohl's or something. It's like...
Yeah. We got a TJ Maxx.
Yeah.
Not the same.
Not the same.
Fucking.
God, that parking lot was a hot commodity for a long time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There was never a Target. It was just like, yeah, that's where people meet up to fight.
Yeah.
Because there's nothing in it. Or deal your drugs. Or like, there was just nothing ever going on at that end. It was just a big empty parking lot.
Yeah. Cross the street to Safeway. Fucking go hang out at GameStop. Get a pizza at Round Table. Go steal booze from Safeway. Drive across the street. Go fight a bunch of people. Then drive out to the Sticks for a party that night. It's just the loop. You just did this.
Yup.
God. Wasting all of your hours at the fucking skate park by the fair.
I was just fucking telling Janica, and like I don't even remember like what kicked off the memory, but and I preface this with I was like, listen, we were shithead kids, and this is not a funny story because if it happened to me, I'd fucking kill somebody. But we were shithead kids. We were a little fucked up, and we went to Walmart and we got plaid shorts, high socks, fucking sweater vests, golf balls, and drivers. And we went to that, like, because the fairgrounds parking is at like 3-tier.
Yeah. So
we were all on different tiers, but we were teeing off into the Rayleigh's parking lot and just burp, 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 like, just goof, just hitting balls into there until like all of a sudden like this big truck like you see, and like his windshield has like 2 big smacks in it. We're like, oh fuck. And you see him like kind of like trying to figure out where it was coming from. It's all, get in the car. We all fucking dip out. Such shithole fucking kids.
Because there's nothing to
growing
do.
up there.
Yeah.
Nothing to do.
What else you had nothing else to do, man.
You guys want to get fucked up and run and jump from rooftop to rooftop and fucking downtown Placerville?
Yep.
At 3 a.m? Yeah, let's do it.
Joel, we can get on the roof here, right? Yeah, I guess. Perfect.
I mean, if you can climb it, you can. Oh man.
Oh man.
How are we not dead?
I don't know.
I know.
Somebody must have changed their Facebook profile for us. It's all prayers.
My mom.
Yeah. Yeah.
Dear God, please look over these boys. They're fucking batshit crazy. God damn it, I don't have COVID again.
Fuck. So now you're just a bitch. You're not.
Yeah, that's even worse. I feel like this for no fucking reason.
If I could go back to that time period, I don't think I'd change anything. But there's that like 2007, 2008 time period at GameStop. I want to relive. Like I want to. That was lawless time. That was the wild time period. You know what I mean? But it was also the fucking coolest time period. It was like Guitar Hero 3 was out.
Dude.
You know? Call of Duty 4. Modern Warfare, the original one. I think Halo 3 came out. And it was just like all we did was just fucking play games every single day.
We were invincible. I don't even know how we fucking survived, dude. Like, do you remember? How do we make more money now, but I feel poorer than I did then?
That's what I was gonna say. It's a quality of life thing. It's got to be a quality of life thing, because I remember like me and Trav we'd have parties at the house where I lived off of Buck's Bar or whatever, and we'd be like Rochambeauing in the morning to see who goes to work, because we both work like a fucking opening shift. It's like, okay, are you sober enough to drive? Like, no. Are you? All right, Rochambeau. Whoever was fucking ready to roll, we got to work, and then we just tag off all day. We'd be selling games like, let me get my associate over here to help you. And one of us would run in the back, tag out. Trav would just go outside and smoke cigarettes all fucking day long, and then just like chew Nicorette, smoke cigarettes, and come back in and slap a patch on. Like, what are you doing? He's like, I don't know, I don't feel good. I'm like, it's probably all the fucking nicotine in your system. No, it's not that.
Remember when Kyle lived at the fucking Placerville apartments, and he was trying to quit smoking or something like that, so he had fucking the Nicorette gum, he had the fucking patches, and then we got all fucked up on, it was like Sparks or Juice or something terrible like that. Like, he bought like 3 flats of it from a fucking liquor store, and we were just seeing how much we can drink in the shortest amount of time. And next thing you know, we're chewing the gum, we're smoking cigarettes, we've got a fucking like a whole horseshoe of like full fucking like dip, like Copenhagen, and we've got like 3 patches on each arm, and we're like, I don't feel good. Like, same thing, like I don't feel good. Like, but it's like Kyle, because he's so like, and coming from me, like, he's pale. That boy was green. He was like turning a different color. Yeah. Like, you don't look good at all. He's like ripping off the patches.
Oh man.
Oh.
I wonder why
I hope we remember these stories later in life when like we have these health problems and our doctor's like, I just don't understand. Like, how can your heart be like this? Your liver, your kid, like, it is remarkable. You would have had to, and we're like, how much time do you have?
Yeah.
Let me tell you some stories. He's all, it actually, it's actually makes perfect sense. Like, the timeline is remarkably accurate. I told you.
I am surprised I didn't fry my brain like some of the people we know. You know what I mean? Like, over the time period, like, I'm glad I'm semi sharp still. Like, I'm retarded, that's fine, but like, at least like I'm sharp enough to, you know, still do my day-to-day things.
Yeah. Bless up for that.
Yeah, exactly.
I definitely know I am not as smart as I used to be.
Fuck no.
Fucking, I have moments where I catch myself just like loading, like buffering. You're in the middle of a sentence and all of a sudden you're like, what's that word that I use all the time?
Yeah.
And like,
I've started taking my ginkgo biloba just because my brain is, I catch myself a lot of the time. Like, I started doing it as a joke. So like with Audrey, I'll ask for something, but it's like, you know, like I need the flour. I'm making something or whatever, and I'll I'll say the wheat dust or some stupid shit like that, right? Like it's something stupid. And then it got to the point where I was just like naming random things when we were looking for it. So like, oh, I need the tortellini. Oh, give me the tortoises and shit like that. And now it comes to a point where like I started doing it as a joke, but now like I'll say shit and she'll be like, what are you talking about? And I'll be like, I don't know what that word is. Like, just let me go get it. Just grab it myself because I can't explain what I'm talking about anymore. And I'm like, oh god, I'm going fully retarded. I'm just watching the IQ just drop slowly over the years.
Yeah. Or maybe instead of games on our phones, we need word of the day apps. Things that will brush up our vocabulary so that we come to these places. We use words like anti-disestablishmentarianism for no reason. How that fits into a normal conversation, I don't know.
I mean, you just did it.
Was I talking about the religious separation of...
No, but you used it in a sentence.
Touche. Fucking let's go. Fucking let's go.
1 point for Brad.
Yeah. Whoa! I still got it, baby! Woo! Fucking.
You know what the problem is? I would say it's social media. I think you're right. I think what needs to happen for a lot of us is to get off of our phones, get off of like the computers and stuff like that. Read a fucking book. You know what I mean?
But before you do, don't forget to like and subscribe to You've Already Peaked Gaming.
Look, we only do this once a week. That's yeah. It's called moderation, people. It's called moderation. But because I catch myself watching YouTube videos, right? And like, you know, you kind of go down a YouTube rabbit hole. You know what I ended up with last night at 3 a.m? Watching a guy who's a horse chiropractor just crack horses because they like were running and they stepped on something weird and they fucked their hip up. And so this guy just goes out and he works on a horse. Oh yeah, it's a little... And then just like the horse is like, and then just like he's like, okay, now we got to watch the mouth and see if they do the gum tongue thing. And then he like, you see the horse like, oh, he's like, oh, he's relaxing. Okay, we got it. And then he just fucks off. People are like, oh, thank you. Yeah, that's what I did for an hour and a half. I watched a guy crack bones on a horse. Fucking. I just like at the end of it, I put my phone down. I was like, I need to go to bed.
And you know how I know that I have gotten stupid over the years is that when you started that story, I was thinking something like BoJack Horseman, like a man horse that works as a chiropractor. like you started, I was like, where the fuck is this going? You're all, you know, cracking bones of like horses, and I'm like, you stupid bitch, Brad. Fuck.
I was hoping games in my later years would keep me sharp, but I think this channel like says it. Like, you have literally already peaked. Mentally wise, we play games. This is what we said last night with Sean. Sean was like, we got him into the cycle or whatever, and he's like, this game is so frustrating. I was like, no, it's only frustrating because we're fucking terrible at it. If we were on the other side of that being really good, this game would be fucking amazing. But we're awful. And so because we're awful, and then like he said, well, we never play a game long enough to get good at it. Yeah, I know, buddy. I'm sorry.
Yeah. As he plays a game that we made him play, probably like the 9th game he's downloaded in the last 2 months.
Yeah.
Play this! And we'll probably just
be
like, this is getting good. And we're like, so now you have to download this one. Sorry, but you have to. Fuck it.
We need to go through the catalog and like try. It's on top of the head.
To trim it down.
It's on top of the head. It's on top of the head.
Is it?
Yeah. Yeah. Can you get it? Do you have chopsticks? Slow. Oh, you're rocking. Oh, he's fine. He's there. Look at the size of that fucker.
Only the strong survive. I don't have chopsticks.
All right, well, just above it and clap. Oh, here we go. Oh, we saw the light. Slow. Oh.
Fucking.
Oh my god.
Raid Shadow Legends. Fucking.
I think we need to go through the catalog. We need to figure out a set of games that we can just put on rotation, and then...
or at least just organize my desktop so I know like this is what we play a lot. And this is what we don't play a lot. So there's some kind of
your desktop weirds me out, dude.
I know because I look at it and I'm like, you're all, what are we gonna play? I'm like, I don't know why they all have to go around the outside and then like go in.
Well, I don't know why. I don't know why you have fucking icons. There's one icon on my desktop. It's a recycling bin. That's it. Just so I can drag and drop stuff. There's not a single icon anywhere on my desktop.
Do you do it all through the start menu?
Just that, or the Steam app, or whatever it is. I launch Steam and then just pull.
Fucking psychopath.
I pin certain things wherever I need it. But like, yeah, I haven't had to double click on a single icon in fucking, I don't know, 10 years. The focus. Whoa!
Tell a story so this isn't dead air. Tell a story. Tell a story, then I'll show you the corpse of my enemy! We fucking move!
It's because you were yelling. You spooked him. I don't even know.
He saw my mouse. Is it worth breaking my mouse?
Oh, of course it is. I'll send you a new one right now.
Absolutely is.
Oh!
Fuck! What did I just open? Content! Fuck! This is gonna be the second most worthless episode we've ever done.
I don't care. Funniest shit I've ever seen in my life.
It's like the fucking gopher in Groundhog Day. And it's back.
The groundhog in Groundhog Day? Or the gopher in Caddyshack?
Yeah, whatever. I told you, we've gotten stupider.
Oh, man. So what are we doing this weekend? What's the game plan?
I don't fucking know.
What do you have? Do you want me to push off for Saturday, or do you want to do some drinking, some gaming on Saturday?
I would love to do some drinking and some gaming on Saturday.
If we've already slid down the hill, there's no point trying to climb back up it, right? At this point, you just got to go. You just got to roll.
I am who I am.
Exactly. And the people around you will love you for that, or they'll leave you.
No.
I won't, though.
I'll enable the fuck out of you.
Yeah, I will. Yeah, I will. You sure it's not COVID?
Well, that's why I was kind of like, I'm lethargic.
Yeah.
My throat's hurt all day. Got a runny nose. I haven't taken, but I haven't had coffee today. Step 1.
Yeah.
My vape was burnt. Step 2.
Oh.
And I haven't taken my allergy medicine. Step 3. So.
Okay.
So these are all probably fixable things.
Yeah, you sound like it's just Reading heat bullshit. Okay, that's fine. Yeah. All right. So let's talk about this. I don't know if you're gonna dive into it. I don't need you to dive into it, but I need to get this off my chest.
Don't fucking say it.
Battlefield 2042 is a lot of fucking fun.
That's even worse than what I was expecting. I was expecting Warframe. You come at me with Battlefield 2042? Oh, wow.
So me and Chris picked it up because it was half off, so $30. So I was like, okay. So our question was, think about it like this. For any type of video game that you really get into, how do you justify its value and worth? By beating the game, by accomplishing it all, by and when you come to like a multiplayer game that doesn't have a storyline, how would you put your value into something like that?
How much time I'm actually going to spend playing it.
Okay.
How fun it actually is. How many friends I have that play it.
Okay. So realistically, the idea is, say, if you bought it for $30 and you got 30 hours of playtime on it, so it was $1 an hour, and you enjoyed all 30 hours that you played, would that be worth it?
No.
Are you just saying that?
I don't see myself playing 30 hours of it.
Okay.
Oh!
Squeeze it just right between the fingers. Oh no.
No!
No!
It got free! I was like, I have to squeeze it so I know he's there. And as soon as I went like this, I felt him fly at the side. Motherfucker! Oh!
I hope this thing just got a scar and it just lives in your house for the next.
It's like one fucked up like wing that I can identify it for. Like one side flies, so it kind of goes sideways. Little Finding Nemo ass fly.
He's just your fucking nemesis from here on out.
He fucking is.
He's just gonna buzz the tower every time he can. I think if you can justify $1 an hour for a video game,
$1 per enjoyable hour of a video game, I guess that kind of is a bargain.
It's not bad. It's not bad, right?
It's not bad. But who plays the game? You play the game, so that's one. But it is a kind of bigger scale game, correct?
Yes, very.
It's a Battlefield game, so you're playing like Control. You're doing things like that where you need teams of like 16 people play.
At least.
So if I have 6 friends that consistently play, then yeah, that's a good investment in my mind. Okay. If I have 2 friends that play and it's just me and you drunk, even drunk could be fun. But if we're just drunk and pissed off because nothing's fucking like, we're just like, why is our fucking team? Unless we're the guys that's fucking up everything, like,
which is probably most likely the case, right?
Yeah. I'm still really pissed about that fly, but maybe then.
Okay.
But those are hard maybes.
Okay. So totally fine.
Totally
maybes. Acceptable. Totally acceptable. So me and Chris have been playing it. So it's just the 2 of us. He's been playing a lot more than I have. I think he's upwards of, I don't know. I think he's on hour 20. I'm on hour 16. So in that 20 hours of time, and 16 hours of time or whatever, I have yet to have, I mean, I've had bad matches. I've had bad teammates. I've had bad just overall pushes on the team of just being like, what the fuck are we doing, and dying. But I have not had a bad time playing the game. Right? The gunplay is a lot of fun. The customization's a lot of fun. The big scale team maps are a lot of fun. The rotation's a lot of fun. The push, the give and take, the, you know, playing to specific operators or whatever, and being able to swap those on the fly to use within different situations in between your gameplay, it's been a lot of fun. I think where Battlefield kind of falters right now, so the head of DICE or whatever, she just came out and she just did a big interview with like Eurogamer or something like that, and kind of gave a full breakdown of what happened with 2042 and like why everything was fucking awful, because she's only been ahead for like 6 months, and this has been great.
Can you imagine going into that?
Oh my god. So she basically came out and she said, okay, so right before the push of 2024, or like,
I just imagine like a very successful businesswoman, and like, you know, she's a go-getter. She's going out there to make her mark in the world in a land that's predominantly dominated by men, you know. She's on LinkedIn, she's setting out apps, and her stay-at-home husband, who's like making pancake for the kids and getting everything ready, she's pouring her coffee, she's like, I think I got the job, honey. And he's like, that's really nice, buddy. Which company do you think got it? And she's like, DICE. And he's like, DICE? You know, Battlefield. What? Buddy, we talked about this. Hey, it's the only one that responded. Oh, man.
And then they're like,
what are we getting? Hey, kids, go get ready upstairs.
Get in the bunker now.
First day coming home. Just, her hair's not fucking nice anymore. He's got the wine
in his hand. He's like, here, babe. And, you know, and they get to the office and they're like, okay, you got to make a statement. Here, put this apple in your mouth and stick this fucking rod through you. You know?
What am I doing?
Yeah, you got to go talk to the gamers. They're real happy.
No. They promised it wasn't going to be like this.
Well, she explained that the original team that was leading Battlefield 2042 all left and basically left the game without any hands on. And so they had come in a bunch of different, like the bunch of the different DICE departments.
But why?
Exactly. That's question number 1. Why did everybody fucking leave? Didn't specify. Who knows? It was, and this is pre or going into COVID, or it was right when COVID had started. So I'm assuming it's all this work from home stuff, weird crunches, no extra pay, blah, 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 whatever it comes out to. Probably why all the heads were like, okay, we're out of here. Or knowing full well that they still wanted to push 2042 in the state that it was at. And they were just like, we don't want our fucking names on this. So they bounced. Then it came down to the conversation of like what they're planning on doing with 2042. And like games as a service, like I don't really know if Battlefield's really going to work it out that way. But her whole thing is like, our goal right now is to try and get the game back to like a centered point where like we can start releasing more maps and more vehicles and more guns and more shit for the game to keep you interested. And like what a lot of people are already saying is like, okay, well, don't do what you did for Battlefield 5, which is when the best content came out was you dropped the last bit of content and then announced 2042. They're like, put all the good content up front so we got stuff to play. And I guess that's one of the biggest downfalls with the game itself is that like the maps kind of get stale because there's only like 4 or 5. There's a brand new map that they just released, which is a lot of fun to play. It's like a slower, easier version of Squad, though. You know what I mean? Like, it's when you're looking for that big team-based multiplayer arena shooter, Battlefield has always been kind of your go-to. And so getting in and playing this, the coolest thing is like you can build these loadouts, but on each of the guns, you can build a kit for them. So you can have a bunch of different scopes, a bunch of different, pieces. So depending on what you're doing with that class in the game, because there's large open fields you got to run through. So maybe you're sniping on top of a building and your sniper's got a fucking bipod on it. But then you got to run to another objective point. You don't need the bipod. You need something to stabilize. So on the fly, it's like a T system, whatever they call it. It basically you just press T. But you can just swap attachments on the fly. So your gun kind of is a little bit different. And then, of course, you have the operator ability. So, fucking grappling hooks or sentry turrets or, different types of grenade stuff or there's a drone that you can use to fly around. All these different like things kind of work together and it's a lot of fun to play. And like I said, in 16 hours, other than like people being fucking stupid, right? And like you have to kind of separate stupidity of people with the bullshit of the game. I've not had a bad time. I'm not convincing you to buy it. I'm just saying for $30, it's kind of been a banger. I've wasted more money on other shit. I'm waiting. I'm holding. You make me nervous, though.
Somewhere in here. I know it's. I don't remember the name of it, but I know when I see it, I'll be like, hey, don't you remember this? You made us World War III.
Yeah. Well, why didn't we play it?
Let's play that. Fuck Battlefield 42.
You're right.
Kind of sounds a lot like that game.
Yeah.
And guess what? We can support an indie fucking company who's just trying to go fucking ground up instead of these motherfuckers who didn't want to fucking pay their people during fucking COVID. And now they're fucking, the whole team that's left, they're like, how many pre-orders did we sell? Did we put out a platinum edition for 140?
Oh, yeah.
We did?
Oh, yeah.
That sell well?
Yeah.
It did? We're done. Call up that bitch from LinkedIn. Yeah, her family has no fucking clue. And they just fucking, they just dumped it on her. They're at home. They're not even at home. They're on a yacht together. They have like a wagon train like circled up of yachts in the Mediterranean. Yeah. Just enjoying the money that they made off of everybody. And they're fucking eating popcorn calamari. Just like, she said, I'm sorry, you guys. And they're just laughing. Fuck them. Like everything you said is kind of exactly, not really exactly, but it's very similar to World War III. That's the game that you found that we fucking downloaded to support a smaller people.
For $15.
And it looks fucking great.
It was great.
And it plays good and it is fun. And I think we just played it too fucked up one weekend and I forgot it existed for a long time. But now I remember.
Okay.
That's what we're fucking playing this weekend.
Okay, so we're playing World War III this weekend.
Fucking yeah!
Okay.
Woo! Ric Flair just awoke in my head. Fuck you, Dice.
Man, jaded though.
Dice I like is Andrew Dice Clay, motherfuckers.
I haven't seen Andrew Dice forever.
He's exactly the same. Think of your favorite Dice Clay moment. That's probably what he's doing right now.
Hickory
just like on
dock.
his own. Yeah. Fucking.
All right. World War III this weekend.
World War III this weekend. Boys and girls, mark your calendar. Download the fucking game if you're watching this. Come find us. Password Brad. We'll fucking murder you.
Yeah. It'll be fantastic. And you'll keep your 3D printer off for the recording?
I won't touch it. I'll just let it run by itself. Did we already make Sean download this game, though?
I think
he put it, right? Okay.
But,
because we can't have him download another game.
No, that's why we stopped playing it. That's why we stopped playing it. It had nothing to do with the fact that we didn't like it. His computer won't run it. He was like, he's like, it's like a slideshow every time I launch it. He could not, and he had it all down on like the lowest graphics. And that was one of the things like we tried going through it, and it's just like it just wasn't optimized for whatever his rig is running. So it was like, we can play it, we're fine. If you want to do some recording, I don't give a shit. If he works this weekend, we can play World War III until he shows up. I don't care. But Sean was unable to actually play the game. He was like, it was a lot of fun, but it's a slideshow for fucking most of the match. So
what I saw was a lot of fun. This is neat. This is neat. This is neat.
Yeah.
This is neat.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, because he was driving a vehicle, and then he's just like, we going, and then just like into a wall, and then into a wall. I'm like, what are you doing? He's like, I'm driving. It's like, what? Why are you driving like that? He's like, I'm not. It's stopping. So I was like,
okay.
All right.
Well, this weekend, fucking World War III till Sean gets home, and then cycle until I fucking rage quit again. Or let's get Sean to rage quit.
I've rage quit. You've rage quit. We got to get him to rage quit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because it's only a matter of like, I've been where Sean's been, where you just download the game and they give you like, you have like fucking like 15 guns in your inventory. You have like 5 armor. That's not what it really sets in. When you're like, oh, I've got nothing. When you've got nothing. And like, you've got $2,000 to your name, and all you can buy is like a helmet and a backpack, and you got to run with a fucking knife and pray that you can find something. That's when the game really starts to fucking piss you off.
That's what I was saying. Like there's a weird thing because like completing missions does not reward you a lot of cash, right?
Not for how much it costs if you don't complete the mission.
Well, I was thinking the same thing. Okay, so you get the missions where it's just like kill 5 bugs in specific area. So you go in with nothing but a knife, boogie down, kill 5 enemies, extract or die. Who gives a fuck at that point? Complete your mission. It's like, okay, I've now completed the mission enough to reward myself with some type of in-game currency to purchase stuff, but it only gives you like 1,000 credits and a gun 1,600. So it's like, how many of those fucking missions do you have to do before you can buy a kit?
And all of a sudden, Sean's fucking thing works. He's like, I just like mining. He's just out away from the fights, just cracking rocks and getting these rare ores. And like he'll probably be the richest out of all of us.
Yeah.
He'll love this.
Well, that was like last night. I was like, there's fighting happening. I hear the shots, and I'm like, all right.
You can hear Sean just...
Yeah, dink. I'm like, all right, don't mine next to me. Well, I'm gonna mine right now. I'm gonna mine right now. That's fine, but you're gonna get shot. I don't want to be here when you get shot. Leave me out of this.
Fucking goddamn. Oh, all right. World War III cycle this weekend. Set your calendars. I'll have fly traps everywhere.
Oh, get the ones that hang down.
No, Venus fly traps. I'm taking them from my mom's house.
I had some a while ago.
Yeah,
they're not great plants.
My mom spends more time fucking smacking them with a fly swatter than putting them in there.
Yeah, I was gonna say
catching anything.
I bought a thing. So like I bought the Venus flytrap, and then they come with a thing where it's like wingless fruit flies, and then you just like tap them in to feed them. I'm like, This is like owning a pet without any like the plants doesn't
without anything cool.
This is dumb. Yeah.
I'm dead.
Yeah, that was they just die
too.
all the time. It's like, all right, this is stupid. Well, you gotta keep them moist. You gotta keep them wet. I'm fine. I'm good. Stop. All right,
kids. This weekend, World War III. Get fucked.
All right, we're out of here. Goodbye.
Fuck flies.